What is up? My name is George, the sports freak. All right, so we got some big breaking news with Dak Prescott and some other franchise potential changing stuff. But yeah, let's get it. All right, so rumors out that now the Cowboys are reportedly going to franchise tag Dak Prescott. It appears that they have not been able to reach an agreement. The deadline is by Monday to use the franchise tag, which is probably what's going to happen. And the biggest priorities are obviously Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper, the wide receiver, he's probably, arguably, the best route runner in the NFL. And he is probably more important at the moment than Dak Prescott because there are so many teams circling around Amari Cooper, really interested in picking him up if he hits the free agency soon. He has a market out there, and a lot of teams are willing to pay a lot of money to him. And reportedly, I don't know what the Cowboys, I think it was like 20 million or something around there. And Amari Cooper has stated that he wants to be a Cowboy for life. So it's really big that they get him down. And the most important thing is to sign him quickly because if he hits that free agency, uh, there's so many other franchises out there that are going to pay him a lot of money to get him. And there may be the point where they'll have to use the transition tag on Amari Cooper, but I don't think it'll get to that point. It's more likely at this point, though, that Amari Cooper will sign a contract than Dak Prescott. But we'll have to see how it plays out. Randall Cobb, and Robert Quinn are the other two impending free agents. They want to stay. They've expressed that they want to stay with the Cowboys. They are currently in negotiations with with the Cowboys right now. And obviously Byron Jones is another key thing because his future is in question right now. And the question is, will the Cowboys be able to afford all this? Because Dallas is currently 74 million under the cap right now. So with tagging Dak Prescott, which he'd probably get roughly 31.6 million, that all of a sudden leaves around 40-ish million for Byron Jones, and Byron Jones is probably going to want a big contract because he has been one of the best players on that defense. You've already, you had Demarcus Lawrence last year, of other players, and I said before, you want Robert Quinn, you want Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb's had a great year as probably you can say like the third wide receiver. He led the Cowboys third with the third most receiving yards behind Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But the big thing is all signs point to that the Cowboys are going to be using the franchise tag on Dak Prescott, which it doesn't send a great message because Dak Prescott has one of the best records in the NFL as a starting quarterback since he came into the league 4 years ago. And statistically, this year he had his best season, 4,902 yards, 30 touchdowns to 11 interceptions, fourth in QBR. They had the number one offense in the league. But a lot of people would argue and say, though, he got a lot of his stuff in garbage time. But whatever you want to decide, that's up to you. Finished with an 8-8 season, which is obviously underwhelming. But that being said, you guys let me know your thoughts down below. Whatever you want, whatever you think about this. Do you think they should franchise tag Dak Prescott or just offer him whatever money he wants? They reportedly offered him like $105 million. 33 million guaranteed, which is up to around what Jared Goff, 33 million guaranteed per each season, which is around what Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, and Jared Goff are getting, which, those three quarterbacks have all made it to the Super Bowl. Two of them have won a Super Bowl, Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, and you've seen what happened when you pay these quarterbacks the big money. You saw what happened with Jared Goff after they made it to the Super Bowl. Didn't make the playoffs this year. You saw with Carson Wentz. Hurts them a lot, too, when he takes up all the cap space. You look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady chooses, the past years that he's been with the Patriots not to take the big paycheck, rather just to get talent around him. We'll see. Also interesting to see in the offseason how Mahomes, with his contract, how that's going to play. Are they going to offer him probably the biggest contract ever, or is he going to choose to be like Brady and take the pay cut, take the less amount of money so they can get more talent around him? But we'll see. The message, as I said, being sent with the Cowboys, with Dak Prescott. It's not a very good message for Prescott himself because he loves the Cowboys. He's been a Cowboys fan his entire life. Does it send him a good message, like, hey, these guys want me or they don't want me, because if Dak were to hit free agency, there'd be a lot of teams probably interested in him. Um, and yeah, and Dak probably feels that, hey, I've came in as a fourth rounder, won a lot of games, won a playoff game for y'all, and this is how you're showing me. That's the message that Dak's probably getting. But I think Dak's being a great leader. He's at the end of the day, they're going to franchise tag him. They're going to come to a deal. He's going to sign it, and I think they're going to get Amari Cooper to sign a deal because Amari Cooper's best friend is Dak Prescott, I think, on the team, and we'll see how everything plays out. Because last season they had Zeke. Zeke held out, but Zeke eventually got the contract he wanted. Paid a lot of money. I think got paid the most for running back. But Zeke, the stats were there. When you watched him on film, he played like the best back in the NFL. That being said, guys, you let me know your thoughts down below with whatever you want to say. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, make sure to ring the bell for notifications. Follow me on Instagram, links down below. And I'll see you in another video soon.